Peter Foster is Australia's most famous conman. "Give me a bucket of mud," he once said, "and I'll sell it." First there was slimming tea, then thigh slimming cream, then something called the diet patch, then trouble. Peter Foster had pocketed millions, yes millions, with these and other wondrous scams, but his dishonesty caught up with him. He's been to prison in 3 countries, but now, aged 34, he says he's a reformed character. Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
We're all con men. Politicians are con men. Exit polls showed 54% of the people who elected President Clinton for a second term do not believe he was an honest man. We're all con men. I was so impressed, my mum bought the company.
If Peter Foster's miracle products didn't perform miracles, well, that wasn't his problem. Conman or salesman, it's all much the same to Peter Foster. Those ethics have put him behind bars in America and Britain, and now he's just finished an 18-month sentence in Brisbane.
Some people may believe the little bugger got all he deserved.
Well, did the little bugger get all he deserved?
Well, if you look at the offences for which I was convicted, I'm the first and only man ever to be jailed in the United Kingdom for that offence. The offence in America would not have been an offence in Australia or any other state in America, so there's a defence there, sure, saying that perhaps jail wasn't warranted.
I guarantee anybody who writes to me with a packet, and if they didn't stop smoking, I will personally give them their money back.
It's 12 years since Peter Foster first appeared on our television screens. Then he was flogging something called New Air tea. Foster claimed it would help smokers quit. Of course it didn't, but it did earn him a mozza. Soon after, he left for Britain.
Yeah, good afternoon. Is Mr. Savory available, please?
In Britain, Foster dreamed up a new name for his tea, and this time sold it as a dieter's dream. Bai Lin would melt fat without diet or exercise. Sales were boosted by pin-up girl Samantha Fox, who became Foster's girlfriend and chief spruiker. Then there was Michelle Deacon, Britain's champion slimmer of the year. She'd lost 70 kilos in just 12 months through hard work and a tough diet. Foster talked her into promoting what he called his Deacon diet, saying her weight loss was all due to his slimming pill, which it turned out she'd never taken.
I did break the law. There's no doubt about that. That's why I went to jail. I could defend my actions from the point of view saying that's marketing. There are many lies told in marketing every day. No one believes that the girl running along the beach in the bikini eats this particular brand of cereal. But that's a weak excuse. It was a deception. The judge himself conceded that if people used the product they would lose weight. But a lie was told, yes, and I was punished for that. It was a mistake I made. I would never make it again.
In Britain, Foster's diet schemes made serious money, enough to buy him a Rolls Royce, some racehorses and a big mansion. In those high times, how much were you pocketing?
Plenty.
What's plenty?
Millions. Millions.
How many millions?
Doesn't really matter once it gets over. What's the difference between 20 and 30? It was
10.
Millions. I suppose so. You just
a lot of money.
Yeah, you just don't feel it at the time. Yeah, millions. Yeah, no doubt about that.
And you feel as though that money was earned honestly?
Yes.
You don't believe that 1 cent of that money came as a result of conning the public?
Oh, there's no question about that. I'm not a thief. I'm an overzealous promoter. I'm a mug-lair salesman, but I'm not a thief, and I've never been convicted of stealing money.
For Foster, the charges spring from his latest attempt to build a market in the United States.
But he was convicted and sent to jail when he arrived in America with a new miracle tea. It's against Californian law to claim therapeutic benefits for food products, and Foster was saying his tea would lower cholesterol. The prosecutor said that his scam would be life-threatening to people with real health problems. The point is that there are laws there to protect consumers.
Yes.
And that's reasonable, isn't it?
Of course it is. It's essential.
And you broke those laws.
Only in California.
But you broke the law.
Yes, in California, but we got charged under the Sherman Food and Drug Act. In the other 49 states of America, it would not be an offence to say that a food product could assist in lowering cholesterol. It was only an offence in California. Yes, I broke the law. Yes, I went to jail for 2 months.
Sure.
I want you to bring that phone number there. I want you to talk to that lady there. And after we come out of the commercial break, I want you to confirm that they did conduct the report. That's the report and everything they say stands. Now, that's a fair request, isn't it?
Back in Australia, Foster, ever the slick salesman, was still able to get nationwide exposure. This time, it was for a diet patch.
About 2 inches down the wrist, we apply that patch. Now, I want you to wear that, change it once in the morning, once in the evening.
We'll have to move on to your new product, won't we? That's why we're here today. Why should we believe that it works? Now,
Foster grabbed all the limelight he could. His diet patch was analysed as 99.6% water and alcohol. It might as well have been snake oil.
Of misleading advertising doesn't inspire confidence in the consumer, does it?
I would also say that we haven't been found guilty of those charges.
Well, you haven't faced up to them.
Heard a lot of bad things, but I wouldn't believe it now.
Foster made no secret of his lavish lifestyle on the Gold Coast, while technically he was bankrupt. In theory, that meant he couldn't run a business. But fortunately, there was always Mum to help out.
Also impressed, my mum bought the company.
These days, Peter Foster lives with Mum Louise in their Gold Coast apartment. They're obviously not down to their last million. And Louise proudly admits it was she who dreamed up some of their money-making ideas. How involved were you in Peter's projects?
I was there with him.
But were you a proper partner?
In which project are we talking about?
Any of his projects?
In some of his projects, yes. I found the violin tea, of course.
So that was you?
That was me who found it, yes. I take full responsibility for that. I was equal with him in some ventures, but I can't see where I did any wrong.
But Peter took the rap, didn't he?
Well, he took the rap, yes. But what, did you want me to go to jail with him?
I'm asking, should
No.
you have,
No.
if you're an equal partner?
No.
Does your son deserve the title Australia's greatest con man?
Well, first of all, who's given him the title? I read in a newspaper not long ago, is he a con man or is he a genius? Now, I'm not here to defend him. But as a mother, no, he does not deserve it. Yes, it does hurt.
It's the dream cream that appears to shrink your thighs.
It was Louise who came up with this idea. The Biometrics Contour Treatment, a thigh cream for getting the flab off.
To help you move the contour treatment cream in
Foster
quick time,
had returned to his
Biometrics
favourite
is
target,
investing in an
vulnerable
all-publicity
women with
and
weight
advertising
problems.
campaign, as
Within a
well as
few months of
providing
its
you with a
launch,
strong point of sale.
Biometrics was banned from
Most
sale.
important of all,
What annoys me about this whole thing is, there's 50 thigh creams on the market today. If we went into a major department store, and the women out there know this, there are dozens of thigh creams. I mean, let's make it a level playing field. If they want to say Foster's thigh creams, then let's attack every major cosmetic house in worldwide for their thigh creams.
Undeterred, Foster had a new money spinner ready to go. Another slimming product, Body Right Pro Plus.
Pamela has been using Body Right Pro Plus every day for months. She's lost weight and believes it to be the best diet product in the world today.
Finding high-profile personalities to launch his business ventures has never been a problem for Foster. For this campaign, he hired Pamela Anderson.
I'm really excited about the new product, Body Right Pro Plus, and I'm really excited that you guys are going to put it on your shelves.
I believe in this product because I've seen how well it works.
Then there was good-looking hair, instant hair from a can. Wally Lewis lent his name to Foster's new product, but didn't try it himself.
Go for it.
For a $100 joining fee, Tradex gives members an instant, interest-free line of credit.
Ian Leslie launched the Gold Coast company Tradex, the first time Peter Foster had tried an orthodox business operation. Tradex allowed its clients to avoid cash payments by a system of bartering. Although it was entirely legitimate, his involvement landed him in an Australian jail. Foster set up Tradex and got it running, but as an undischarged bankrupt could not act as a company director. Business rivals saw an opportunity to oust him by informing authorities that he was, in effect, acting as a director. And that's when Foster made the mistake of trying to persuade the company's other directors not to tell on him.
It was a business meeting with lawyers present where we discussed evidence that they would give to an ASC investigation. There was no intimidation, there were no threats, there was no act of violence. It was like you and I talking here now.
But you were coaching witnesses.
That's what I was convicted of, yes. Yeah.
And you pleaded guilty?
Yes, I did.
These are serious charges, is my point.
Yes.
So we have difficulty thinking of Peter Foster as anything other than a bad bloke.
Yep. I can understand that. I can understand that.
Foster is now on bail and has to report to police every day. He's fighting extradition to Britain, saying he fears for his life because while in jail there, he acted as an informer in an inquiry into prison corruption.
Christopher Skase ran away from his own country. I left my country to go to England to face the music and to go to jail. So people can't say Peter Foster runs away. And then I voluntarily came back here to Australia and faced my responsibilities. So the thing I'm proud of is the fact that I faced the courts, faced my responsibilities head on, and was punished and took it like a man.
You've got to say this for Peter Foster. You can see him coming a mile away. He may be a mug lair, a crook and a con man, but he hasn't kept it a secret. Now he wants us to believe he's seen the error of his ways. What do you think the average person thinks of you?
They probably think that I lie for a living.
And would they be right?
No. No.
Do you like what they think of you?
No. I am what I am. I can't change. God can't change the past. Sure, I'm so sorry about what's happened in the past. I really am sorry. I'm sorry for a lot of people. I'm sorry for the shame I brought upon my family. And I'm sorry for me. And I felt bloody sorry for myself when I was sitting in a putrid prison cell the other side of the world. But I did it. It's no good passing the buck.
So, no more fibs from Peter Foster?
No.
When's the last time you lied?
Probably just then. No, you're joking, Liz.
Hello, I'm Liz Hayes. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.